Right. Hi, I'm here with Michael Connors, Blythe Town manager.
Okay.
Been catching up, we've had a busy start of the season,
Yeah,
a couple of games coming in, so just want a quick reflection of the start of the season, outside of the football, how the team's come together.
On the pitch, I don't think we can be any happier with how things have gone. Busy summer for us in terms of arrivals. We lost a couple of good players, but I think the arrivals have been absolutely superb. Big Dan Wilson up top, AJ coming in on the left. We've added like Luke in midfield. Obviously, the immense Robbie Dale's coming at centre half. Managed to keep a hold of Evan. He's been superb at right back. Bakes is coming in goal. We've also added Hayes as a keeper. And I've probably missed out one or two as well. But I think everything's been great. I think for us, I think it's mine and Gav's first full pre-season together. And I think to have the opportunity to go away, go to Wakefield, get to know the new players, get the new players integrated into the squad, it's been absolutely great. And I think another big thing for us has been what's happened away from the pitch as well. I think with Scott coming in, Scott Douglas coming in as chairman, it's released Sandra to do her duties around the club, and Scott's focused solely on the first team. And as you can see by the number of boards around the pitch, and again, thank you so much to all the sponsors for backing us this season. But I think his work to get the stand sponsored, the walkway sponsored, the dugout sponsored it's just brilliant. I think it's given us that kind of opportunity to strengthen the team, and you can see by the results. I think everything.
So obviously going off tonight's result, which we won, of course, Billingham took some points off for last season. So as a performance from the team, do you think they've obviously grown?
Well, you know, we beat them at home last season. It was 3-1, but we got beat 1-0 in a game that, to be fair, they were much the better team. So I think to play a team that got to the playoff final, I know they not only got beat up Burley, but to kind of to win the way that we've won, and to have what I think was the manager, assistant manager, saying you've just got a very, very good team, Mick. And I think it's great to hear, and it's not the first time this season we've heard that. You know, I think you go back to the Spartans friendly. I know they were full of trialists or whatever else, but to get that kind of result behind us after the No Shields game, it's been like a snowball. It's been like we've been like a bit of like a runaway train, and the momentum's with us at the minute. But now we've got to go to a very difficult place and ease it on Saturday.
Yeah. So just talking about the league, obviously there is some strong contentions in there. Yeah. Do you think it's too early in the season to sort of predict?
I would agree with Gav. We knock it down into quarters, sort of thing. So after the first 10 games, it'll show where teams are going to kind of be around. Usually the teams down the bottom then are down the bottom. The teams at the top are really fighting for that kind of like for the one place to go up in the playoffs. But you kind of look at it and you look at your Hordens. I think Billingham Town. I think Billy Town will be around. I think Cheshire Street Town are looking really strong this season. Blue Star, I think Blue Star is going to be the one that's going to be, I think, coming up and having the momentum after winning their lines. I think they'll push on as well, and they've made some really good signs. So I think, end of the day, I've just said to the lads, when we first got promoted, we were kind of the underdogs in every game, and now we're scalp for anybody. And you know, every team that comes here are like, we want to go away with 3 points, we want to go with a point. We found it end of last season when Brandon came here, and they put like 10 men behind the ball, and they defended brilliantly, and they got a draw, and they were sat really over the moon to get a draw. And you're thinking how times have changed, and you can kind of see where it's all leading to. And to be fair to the lads, I think it's just been what an effort pre-season, and we look fit, and that's down to David Patterson and Millie in the goalkeeping side, and Paddy and the first team coach, and Gav for the fitness training and the coaching that they've done through pre-season.
So just finally, Mick, obviously just a quick words on tonight's result.
Again, and this is, I think somebody's going to get a real hiding of us this season. I think we've probably had 3 or 4 blocked. The keeper's made a couple of good saves. We've put 3 past them, and they've only really had 1 shot, which Bakes has made a great save in the top corner just before half time. So again, we'll take every game as it comes. We're not looking too far ahead. We're now focused on easing, like we're focused on building tonight. And that is a great result for us. Red card was a great result. You know, anybody in this league from top to bottom can beat each other. You know, you've seen Washington were very unlucky against Chelsea Street last night. You saw the Billingham result last night. Everybody's got the opportunity to beat each other, and I think everybody's got 2 or 3 real star players that can turn a game on its head. And I think for us, we just got to look at the next game, concentrate on it. Gav's been great because Gav's went out and watched teams ahead of us, so we know what we're up against. And let's bring on Saturday, and if we can make it 5, we kind of had we kind of look at the points total, and we'll look at 30 points the first 10 games, and if we can look at round about 27, 24, it'll be a really good start. But again, anything's possible with this group of lads. I think bringing in like Robbie, Dan, the level of trainings went up another notch, and you can see it, and the lads are enjoying it. You know, it's like and enjoying each other's company. And hey, you know, we've still got about 6 or 7 lads to come back from holidays who were first team players last season. So you know, the challenge for everybody now is to be in that 16 and then be in the first 11, and that's good for everybody because it keeps everybody focused and everybody on their toes. So for me, bring on Saturday. It'll be a hard game away for Easington, which always is, and if we can get 3 points there, happy days for us.